Why you don't
Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV, back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We in Vlogmas, where your boy is posting every single day until the 25th. I'm doing my top 10 favorite Christmas movies of all time. The movies that I watch every single year, the movies that bring back childhood memories, movies that I love. It's not in no particular order, so let's get straight to it. So first off, we have Are We There Yet? It's the first time I seen it, junior high school, and I was hyped. So comment down below if you had the memories where you seen some good ass movies in school in the auditorium. And Ice Cube, Nia Long, and a couple of other people, but everybody delivered on that. For you guys that have not seen it, this movie is basically about a single mom. She has 2 kids. That's a pain. They're 2 brats. They give her a hard time when it comes to dating somebody new. So a guy, his name is Nick, who likes her, was played by Ice Cube. He likes her and he's trying to get with her, but of course she has the 2 kids, so he doesn't like kids. He's a guy that does not like kids at all. Like, he drives her to the airport because she was about to send them to be with their father, but the father did not show up. So because the father did not show up, and of course she has to take them, but it's gonna make her miss work. Boy Nick decides to drive the kids to the place. As they're going, a whole bunch of happens. When I say everything, this man went through a whole bunch of shit. It's a real comedy. They f up his car, they f up every single thing. These bad little kids. If you have not seen it, I would definitely recommend you watch that for Christmas. It's really clean, no cursing, none of that. The second one on my list is The Night Before. This movie does not get talked about a lot, but I really love this freaking movie. This movie has in Anthony Mackie, Seth Rogen, Jillian Bell. So it's about 3 friends that they have a night out for Christmas where they just basically get drunk, they get twisted, they get high. So one friend is washed up. He didn't really take off the way he was supposed to. He was still chasing the love of his life. He was just going through a lot. But everybody else, they had going for them. Seth Rogen's character, he had a wife and kids and he was doing good. Anthony Mackie's character, he was doing really good in life. They had a crazy night before Christmas where they did a whole bunch of, it's like one long night. It's pure freaking comedy and a lot of sexual stuff, a lot of high jokes, a lot of dumb goes on in this one. I love that movie. For you guys that didn't see it, I would recommend you guys see this. Especially if you get high. I don't get high, but for the ones that get high and get drunk, definitely watch this movie. You'll love it. Of course, we have the ultimate classic, Home Alone 1. That's another movie right there you could watch over and over again. I love that movie. Of course, for you guys that don't know, and if you don't know, what the hell is wrong with you? Where was your childhood? Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta question your childhood if you've not seen this movie. But it's basically with a boy, he was very disrespectful to his family. It's around Christmas time, of course. So they was all gonna go to Paris for the Christmas. He was just on everybody in the family. He's always getting into something with the family. So what they ended up doing was they kept him in the attic as part of a punishment, and they forgot his ass was in the attic, so they ended up leaving him there. He's home by himself. He must have been 7, 8, 9 years old, like around that age. He's just there. He's having a good freaking time until these 2 robbers. One is a dimwit, the other one is a smart one. So they just breaking into houses. They doing like petty shit, you know, they criminals, and they targeted his house for a minute. They knew the family was leaving. They find out that he's there by himself, and a whole bunch of happens. He sets a whole bunch of traps for them. It's a really classic movie. He basically outsmarted these 2 motherfuckers, which is so hilarious. Like, real life, they would have been killed. There's a lot of painful injuries in this one, but it's a really good movie. But it's definitely something that I watch every single year. It's a must. Family could watch it, adults could watch it, kids could watch it. Another movie, The Family Man with Nicolas Cage, is one of my favorite movies of all time. So for you guys that never seen it, it's about a rich dude. Like, he has a penthouse, he has a whole bunch of shit. He's rich as hell. Before he got rich, he had this girlfriend that he loved her. They was gonna get married, have children, but he leaves to go take a job, which he basically forgets about her. And they don't have that fairy tale happy ending that everybody wants. But he's a millionaire, so he goes to a store to get some stuff while a man, and they made sure it's a black man, which was though, like, really? A black man? They made the guy rob the store, so he was just calm. He's just like, yo, like, let's not do this. Like, how much do you want? He's like, basically told him to mind his business. Like, yo, stay out of my business. Like, do what you gotta do. So he still tries to talk to him, and he's like, you know what? You really think that you got it that good? Okay, so what the guy ended up doing was he took Nicolas Cage's life, which is basically his cars, the money, the women. He took every single thing and he gave Nicolas Cage's character the life that he was supposed to have before he got rich, which is basically with his old girlfriend. They have kids, they're married, they live in a regular house, and he's just like, what the hell? Like, he's really tight. Like, he goes back to his old spots, nobody know who he is. It was a really funny, good movie. It was a great movie for everybody to watch. It has a couple of curse words in it, so I can't say it's a kid-friendly movie, but for a kid that knows some curse words, they can watch it. Another movie, it is called Snow Day. It's around Christmas time and it's snowing outside, and the snow is getting so crazy that schools close until the snow goes away. All these kids, they're just happy, but what happens? The evil snowman comes and he's basically gonna shut everything down. So they're just mad because snowman, you know, the guy that takes the snow off the street, they're mad at him and they're trying to take him down. They're trying to take down all the snowmen that's out there, but mostly this guy. This guy is the villain. They make this guy a real villain, which is funny as hell. Definitely a movie I would recommend. This one is very kid friendly. There's no curse words in this one. Tim Allen made a movie called The Santa Claus. Ah, man, this is one of my favorite movies. This is another movie that I seen inside of an auditorium in my school from years ago when I was a kid. His mom and his stepfather was going away, and he has the kid for the night. He doesn't believe in Santa Claus. He's not really big on the whole Christmas thing, but Santa Claus actually shows up. Santa Claus goes on the roof, about to take things down the chimney, and of course, he thinking that there's a burglar, so he comes outside, he goes and looks on the roof, and he just goes like, what the hell? He goes like, hey buddy. So as soon as he says, hey buddy, Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus, falls off the building. He dies. The kid comes outside, and it was just like, yo, what's going on? You killed Santa? And he's like, no, I did not kill him. Anytime you put on the Santa Claus suit, you become Santa Claus. He puts on the suit, he gets inside the sleigh, and they have a whole freaking adventure. Him and his son have a whole adventure because the son doesn't listen for shit. He's one of them kids you want to just slap him in his head. He does not listen at all. Everything his father was telling him not to, he did. They end up going to a whole bunch of visits. They end up going to the North Pole. It was a really great movie. And he actually became Santa Claus. Like, actually became Santa Claus, where his hair turned gray, he grew a beard. It was crazy. Really good movie. The family could watch it, kids could watch it, anybody could watch this movie. It's a really good movie. So another one we got is called The Best Man Holidays. This was another good movie. It goes 10, 20 years after the first Best Man, because this is Best Man 2. Everybody from the first one, when I say everybody from the first one came back. And they're doing a nice little trip because now everybody's married, everybody has children, and everybody's more successful than they was before. They all have a reunion and they rented out a cabin upstate. Everybody's having a good time, but there's tension. For you guys that didn't see the first Best Man, Lance and Harper, they are best friends. Lance was going to be a football player and Harper writes books. They're best friends, and Lance, the football player, was cheating on his girlfriend like non-stop, but she was the good girl, like she gave the virginity to him. And so in the first one, she comes to Harper after feeling like that he keeps cheating, and she ends up sleeping with Harper. Ends up sleeping with him, and he puts it inside the book. But the way he's writing the book is like he's not saying direct names, but he's basically talking about himself and friends. So Lance reads the book and ends up whipping his. They still go through with the wedding. Like after a lot of convincing, they go through with the wedding where he's the best man, he has the black eye. So they all get back together, and there's tension between Lance and Harper. Harper wants his best friend. Lance is just more like, you my but I don't with you, like those type of things. So they have a good time, they exercise, they smash their girls on the trip, they drink eggnog, they do a show for the kids, they do a show for the women. It's like, it was a really good thing. And I don't want to give up the ending, but the girl that Lance married in the first one, she ends up getting cancer, and that was the real reason they even had the reunion. But it's a really, really good movie. Highly recommended, especially for all you lovers out there. You want to have Netflix and chill. It's one of those romantic comedies. It's a really good movie. Another movie that is a must, Bad Santa, is one of the best movies ever created, and the second one was just as freaking good. It's a guy that he's basically a fuck up in life. He was not good at life. He just robs, steals, he does cons, and he's a drunk. So him and his midget friend, no offense to all the small people out there, they always do it to where he plays Santa and he plays the elf, and they rob every single mall. At the end, when it's time to, you know, to wrap up everything, that's when they rob the mall. They go in the safe, they rob the mall, they take everything out the mall. Like, it's a lot of comedy, the guy is a drunk, a lot of curse words, so no kids could really watch this movie. But it's definitely a top 5 favorite Christmas movie for me. Like, this shit will have you laughing non-stop. So another movie I got on the list is Die Hard. Now, a lot of people will say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I'm sorry, it's a Christmas movie to me. Bruce Willis is starring in this. Carl Winslow from Family Matters is in this one, which is funny. He plays a cop and everything. So basically it goes, he's visiting his wife. They spend Christmas together. Like, he has a reunion with his wife. They're about to be divorced, but she is basically seeing somebody else. So he goes to go visit her at a hotel party that her job is having. Basically, he's there and he basically plays the action hero. Big hotel, it's huge. So it gets taken over by a whole bunch of terrorists. They're held as hostages, and he's a New York City cop. He's actually a cop. In the midst of everything going on, they did not get him because it was in the lobby, it was in a hotel party, he was in his hotel. He stays inside the building where they shut down the power, they shut down all the fold lines and everything. So he has to figure a way out. So in the movie, he ends up killing a whole bunch of freaking people. He ends up getting shot. It's a real cool movie. It's mostly drama, but it has a lot of funny lines inside of it, a lot of funny moments inside of it, but definitely a good movie. Not a movie you want to watch with the kids, but it's definitely a movie that you want to watch with your boys, maybe a Netflix and chill type of night. So the last on the list is Jingle All The Way, and this one has Arnold Schwarzenegger inside of it. But basically it's about a guy that he's always busy with work, so where he does not spend a lot of time with his son, with his wife. He misses a lot of games, a lot of karate tournaments his son is in, and he's like, I'm gonna make a promise to you, which is whatever you want for Christmas, I'll get it. I promise you I'll get it. So the son says he wants a Turbo Man doll, and this is like a cartoon type of thing. Like, he's a superhero. I got you the doll, no problem, I got you. So later on that night, the wife says, oh, yes, you picked it up like I told you to, right? And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, remember I told you to pick it up a couple weeks ago, because by this time it's sold out. So he lies and he says he got it. So then the next day he has to break out and get it. As he goes to get the doll, he runs into a whole bunch of your boy Sinbad's in this one. They become friend and foe. Like, they're back and forth battling for this thing. Sinbad is the dishonest person. Schwarzenegger, he's more of the guy like, yo, let's get this together. But they go through a whole bunch of to get this doll. It's a long journey. It's a whole day worth of this movie, like non-stop to get the doll. Eventually they get the doll, but it took a living hell for them to get that doll. I'm talking about pain. I'm talking about store after store after store. The hole in the walls, the big stores, like everything. And mind you, everybody else is looking for this doll too. For every place he goes, there's 1,000 people waiting to get that freaking doll. But it was a really good movie. Definitely something you can watch with the family, friends, your girlfriend, anybody. You guys made it to the end of the video. Tell me what you guys like. Which ones did you did not see? I want to know that. I need to know which ones you guys did not see. Tell me what you guys watched. Tell me what you guys did not watch. You guys definitely check out the other Vlogmas videos I have. I got some good stuff in there for you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Leave in the comments your top 5 favorite Christmas movies. If you can't do a top 5, give me your top 3 favorite Christmas movies of all time. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. I love you guys. Your boy G Marcus TV, signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.